the saddest realizations I recently had was that as a liberal woman, it is really hard to find a man who is willing to play the more traditional masculine role in the relationship in today's day and age, who is not a conservative. A man who wants to pay on the first date, who wants to open your door, who has that want and desire to take care of you and to provide, who is not a conservative. And obviously, as a liberal woman, I do want to be respected for my independence. And I do want to have my own autonomy in the relationship and not be confined or conform to the traditional female homemaker, childbearing role. And most of the men that I've dated who do have that more natural provider masculinity about them are normally conservative. So I don't really know what to do because I don't want to compromise my morals and values just to find a man. But am I asking to have my cake and eat it too?
Stop it. Get some help.
As she said, she is a liberal woman. She wants the power and equality, free from her traditional roots, but at the same time wants to be treated like a lady and a man with the traditional values who will provide, protect, and has chivalry in him, which is honestly never going to happen. It is like the two sides of a coin which can't face up at the same time. Quote, she doesn't want to compromise her values and morals, which is a common mentality most modern women have in the current times. If you want something, you must show effort and work for it to obtain it. If you don't want to work for it, you don't deserve it. The world doesn't accept you the way you are and your complaints. You need to change and work for it if you really want it. But if you don't want it, just stay the way you are. A change to a better you, a change to achieve the dreams.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Do you think it's fair for her to want a guy who's going to be conservative and be traditional and be chivalrous while she's still being a modern woman and kind of
if
not
she thinks
changing
it's
herself?
okay with getting slapped if she's running her mouth too much, because back then it was okay to hit women and stuff like that. So what is she really asking for?
What did I do?
Just go to the office.
What did I do?
She needs to pick and choose what side she wants to be on. So if you are trying to find a traditional man, be traditional. Like, you can't really have that liberal mindset. Or like, if you don't really want a traditional
But
man.
she said she doesn't want to compromise her values or morals, as she claimed, to find this guy.
I think she's stuck.
She's stuck?
Yeah.
Do you think a woman should change to find the guy that she wants?
I mean, I will say that it depends what you really want. Like, do you really
Let me ask
want
the table.
to be...
Do you think a woman should conform and change herself if she wants to find the man and attract the man that she wants, which a lot of girls want this type of guy, a man that's chivalrous, that's going to be a gentleman, etc. Should a woman conform and change? Start here.
I mean, if you want a guy that is very masculine and conservative, then he's probably going to want a conservative girl. So if that's exactly what you're looking for, then, fit the standard.
So you think women need to change?
Yeah, if you're looking for a specific type of guy, absolutely.
What about you? Do you think women should change and conform to that guy? If that's what they're looking for?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, if they want that guy, then they should be attractive for that guy.
Wouldn't it be fair to say most girls want that, though?
The majority, I guess, yeah.
All right, what about you? Do you think women should change?
I think she should change, but she also needs to be sure that she can keep up with that.
Okay. Keep up in what
Like,
way?
maintain that throughout the relationship. It's not just like if she's expecting that, okay, I can change for like 10 days and get this guy, and then
She's got to commit
she's
to the
not.
change.
Yeah, she has to like maintain it throughout the relationship.
Oh my.
Do you guys agree that a lot of women have those views just like she does? They're fairly liberal themselves, but they want a guy who is traditional?
Yeah, that's why guys getting passports.
Yeah, I actually know like a real relationship that my friend is in, and his girlfriend is very liberal, and he's very conservative, and she.
Do they butt heads a lot?
Yeah, she butts heads with him a lot, and I tell him, I'm just like, listen, you got to get her in her feminine energy. She's not in it. She's in her masculine, constantly butting heads with you, and she thinks you're sexist. She thinks you're all these things just because you're. Yeah, I know it's a mess.
How do you think he should deal with that?
He wants to make it work, but she's obviously, she's not changing. She's like, I'm not going to change for you. And
What do you think he should do then?
like I said, I gave him advice to make her more in her feminine energy, and ever
But
since
how?
giving her the princess treatment and like, you know,
This is what I mean when I say women give each other shitty advice.
Whoa.
You serious?
This is what we call a dog shit advice. You don't want to do that.
Leave because
he doesn't want to. That's the problem.
No,
no,
he's gotta
he
leave.
needs to
He
leave.
needs to
He's
leave.
gotta
Yeah.
leave.
I know he needs to, but he doesn't want to.
No, but he needs to stop being a bitch and leave.
Yeah.
Because again, once again, this is what I mean when I say like women get comfortable and then they disrespect you and treat you like shit. Now, my thing is this, because this video I find very hilarious. A lot of women have very similar viewpoints to her, where they're liberal and they want to be treated as an equal, and I want to have my autonomy, and they say all this bullshit. But the reality is women don't really want that. They say they want it, but they really don't. Because as soon as you give them that equality, as soon as you give them that, oh yeah, we're equal partners and shit, they're going to treat you like shit. The only way that he's going to reclaim power is he needs to break up with that girl and let her know that she's not special. That's the only way. Women don't behave until you like punish them.
Yeah, listen, I said, listen, I ain't
Treating
dealing
her
with
like
it.
a princess reinforces her bad behavior.
I told him, I said, I'm not dealing with it anymore. Like, that's on you. But
And also, just to add to your point as well,
He needs to leave.
he may be at a certain level where like she doesn't respect him all the way. So maybe leave, level up, and if he wants her back, he can. But I would just say move on at that point.
I think if you're a guy, you know, for all the guys watching out here that might be, you know, have conservative viewpoints or whatever, if you're dating a chick that's like a feminist or a girl that like believes in all this equality, whatever, just fuck her and toss her to the side of the road, bro. Don't take those girls seriously. Because, and the reason why is because women that tend to be liberal a lot of times don't make good girlfriends. They just don't.
Facts.
Because they expect you to be a man at all times when they can pick and choose when they want to be a lady.
And
On one day, they want to be equal to you, make decisions. Then the other day, they want you to be, you know, a strong, dominant man planning a date. It's like, no, bro. It's either I'm the leader all the time and you follow my lead, or you get the fuck out of here.
I like it to like building a house. For example, it's a shaky foundation. Her ideals don't match yours, so it's never gonna work.
Yeah,
it's
honestly,
gonna probably crash down.
it
yeah.
definitely will.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
yeah. Any
The main point is it is never going to match. One has to change for the other. The ideas they carry are just different. So if you are a conservative, just date a conservative. If you are liberal, stick with the liberal.